100,000 troops gathered on three sides of Ukraine, and fears of an invasion are growing stronger every day. Nations are also pulling out the citizens out of Kyiv.
And on 24th February, the world sat up in shock as dread and fear turned into reality.
Russia has essentially launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. We are getting you the most dramatic images. You see that on your screens? The explosions, the shelling, that is being reported now.
As thousands of Indian students were suddenly caught up with the conflict escalating.
Din about conflict was escalating.
हमारे करीब 20,000 बेटे बेटियां जो पढ़ाई के लिए यूक्रेन में थे, तब हमारे सामने सबसे प्राथमिक काम ये था कि इन बच्चों को सुरक्षित वापस लाना है।
PM was after us saying, भाई ये संकट का समय आने वाला है, तैयारी करो, get your systems in order, data collect करो. So we were actually through the month of January trying to build up this database.
So what we did is we created virtual meetings, and I explained that this is just a formality for the government to make sure that you are registered in this portal to understand about your whereabouts.
The portal for registration opened, and in just a matter of hours, data from students began to pour in.
We had even gone to the extent of geotagging them. Literally, their locations were on our smartphones.
At this point, the collection of data revealed three important issues. For one, there were about 22,500 Indian students studying all over Ukraine.
What is more worrying for us was there are so many Indian students who were studying in Ukraine. What will happen to them?
Our Air India flight at that point of time was already 5 hours into its flight. When war broke out, a NOTAM was issued that all airspace above Russia has now been closed off. Then there was a panic. And at that point of time, through our emergency satellite phones, we connected with the Air India aircraft. And there was no other option, unfortunately, but for that airliner to turn back home.
This was the same Air India flight that Arshan was supposed to board and return home on.
The moment I heard it, that I have to operate this flight, my reaction was to say yes. Not every person gets such chance in life to, serve your country.
He dialed from his office in New Delhi President Putin of Russia and President Zelensky in Ukraine, and requested them, in India's interests, to allow the creation of green corridors.
There have been evacuation processes earlier. Did you take those so seriously that your head of state or government actually picked up the phone and spoke? I don't know. I'm not aware. But I do know that my Prime Minister actually did it.
ऑपरेशन गंगा सफल होने में रत्ती भर भी सवालिया निशान नहीं था। वो सफल होगा, एक एक बच्चा लौट के आएगा, उनके माँ बाप के जो सपने हैं, उन सपनों को मैं चूर चूर नहीं होने दूंगा, और वो हो सका।